only you two trying to cover up this time.
Oh, but it's true, Miss Bennett, honest.
Should have known. I'll deal with you two later.
Probably nothing.
Is he trying to... Oh.
Have you given her the pills? Yeah, but they don't seem to be working. Something must be really wrong.
Wait and see, now that's going to stop me.
Ledger, help me. Lizzie's dying.
What'd you say?
I think Lizzie's dying. Oh, don't worry, Lizzie. Don't worry. Door's here. Don't die, Lizzie. Please.
Hello then and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Prisoner Cell Block H episode 46. I don't know how it's going to go for the, I don't know her name, I'm sorry, but the girl who stole all the money, the hot money, don't know how it's going to go for her. Is the psychiatrist trying conversion therapy? It's not going to go well if he is. And Monica's back inside, Fred's inside, and the whole Ferguson family's inside. So this is why I think it's not going to go well for the new one. Edie's inside, is that her name? Edie, I think it was. That poor lady. She met the bitch landlady from the second episode. Was it the second episode of Prison or the third? She came back, didn't like her. But we've got Edie. Is she going to do whatever it takes to stay in now? I don't know. I don't think she wants to get back out. Mind you, if she gets back out, she can run the halfway house. There we go. I've sorted it out for you, Steve, who's just disappeared with Jean Vernon. Not with Jean Vernon, but she's disappeared as well. So, if you're enjoying this and you've subscribed to me and followed so far, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. It really helps me out, it honestly does. Mental health-wise, me-wise, channel-wise, honestly. And to my Patreon members who get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now because I can never remember what they all are. I can remember about 3, then I'm taking 5 minutes to remember what they all are. It should be 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year. And also, I'm thinking of doing an extra day where it'll be long running shows once every 4 weeks, like the Mondays and Fridays are now, until the shows run out. They also get ad-free and uncensored early access to all my shows as well, so no bleeps, no blurs, nothing like that. Unless it's a XXX scene, which I don't react to them kind of shows, so please don't suggest them. They're the only ones that would be cut. But, like I said, I don't react to those. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the episode.
You haven't had another woman while I've been inside, have you?
Oh, no, I swear. I swear to God in heaven,
Saucy.
never.
Look, I'm gonna kill her if I ever find her. You little runt that you are, you're mine, get!
Of course I am, on True Blue.
Yeah, well, this might help you.
No
remember.
money, no.
It's lucky I
It's never helped him before.
What about the money?
Well, look, you got your key, didn't you? So stop worrying.
Yeah, but if your hubby's been running around flashing at places where he thinks people wouldn't know, I mean, how do you reckon they got hold of me?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
That money was a gift from a grateful man. What are we supposed to have done?
Hot money, Mrs. Smith. Hot money from a payroll job.
Look, a little rat named Ferguson gave me that money, and he never said anything about robberies and stuff.
He said I was a homosexual. A lesbian.
Well, love, don't want to...
Oh, and Lizzie, he said there's no hope for me.
Oh,
Everyone leaves me because I'm no good for anything.
Come on. You'll be all right. You've just been through a bad time, that's all. You got friends. Of course you have.
Who?
You got me. You got your own Lizzie.
What are they trying to pin on you, then?
Oh, it's all stupid. They reckon I was in possession of stolen money from some payroll. Don't know nothing about it.
Well, how'd they catch up with you, then?
Oh, it's this little runty bloke. Wouldn't look twice at him, and he had 8 grand. Didn't say anything about it being hot, though. I was helping him spend it, all in good faith.
See, they brought the clips back, but they left the Lizzie and Doreen scene going on too long. Once again, like I used to do them. About 2 minutes of clips. Far too long.
Mrs. Wharton? Edith?
Mr. Fletcher?
You all right?
Oh, just a little tired, that's all.
Edith, you realise that things are going to be a bit different for you in here.
Oh, yes, Mr. Fletcher. But at least I got a decent roof over my head
And food.
and a warm bed and some nice, clean clothes.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, you're going to have to get used to rules, regulations, people giving you orders.
Mr. Fletcher, I've never been in trouble in my life, but, well, I am now, and I'll just have to get used to it.
That's the idea. It's not going to be easy, you know.
Don't you worry about me.
I can't see anyone bashing her.
I'm used to going to bed early and getting up early, taking orders. Well, that's going to take a bit of getting used to. I'll manage.
Well, you just keep out of trouble, do as you're told, and you can't go wrong. And if you have any problems, just come and see me, all right? Good. Have you met any of the other women yet?
No.
Weren't you at dinner?
Yes, but they didn't take any notice of me.
Really?
So I thought I'd better not butt in.
Well, would you like me to take you down to the recreation room? Introduce you to some of them? Or would you rather stay here and rest?
Oh, no. Oh, I'd like that.
There you go.
See, Evan, this is going to get
You'll
like
do.
a house
Come
on
on.
fire. And I'm hoping the others
Well, that was a
respect
pretty
her.
dumb thing to do, getting yourself caught passing stolen money.
I didn't know it was stolen, did I?
Who was this fella then who gave you the money?
Oh, some little sex-starved runt I've been going around with for a while. Kept promising me a good time.
You
Yeah,
dig
he
in your
got you
hole?
one too, didn't he? In here.
Yeah, I should have known. I was always flashing the dough around. Never knew where he got it, though. I reckoned he was a professional gambler.
$8,000 is a lot to win gambling.
Oh, no, that was from the payroll snatch I was telling you about.
How do you know that?
Well, that's what the cops picked me up for. Oh, I don't think he was mixed up in it, though. Reckoned he got it off his wife. The twit. She must have known it was hot. Hey, maybe you came across her. She was in here. Got out a couple of days ago. What's going on?
I asked you a question. Now, what was his name?
Let me go, that hurts!
Look, I'd tell her if you know, love, because if you don't, she'll break that arm.
Fred Ferguson!
You bloody great fool! That's my money she's been rabbiting on about, isn't it?
No, it's not. I told you I stashed that. It's mine. And this little bitch has been knocking off my Fred and helping him to spend it.
I didn't know he was married to you!
He was married. That should have been enough.
Hey, settle
but
down,
your type
honey.
don't care, do they?
No.
I said settle down now.
Quiet! All right, Ferguson, what's all the noise about? Back here less than a day and you're already causing trouble. All right, outside. You, wait for me outside. All right, ladies.
He's going to put two and two together.
This is Edith Wharton. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. A nice, friendly welcome.
Hello. My name's Lizzie.
I'm glad to meet you, Lizzie.
Come over here and sit down, eh?
Yeah,
You listen to me, you little cow.
the
No, you
nasty
listen to
ones
me
always
for a
get the
change.
nice welcome.
First off, I didn't know Fred was married. And when he did let it slip, well, it didn't seem to matter. As for knowing he was married to you, how the hell could I?
Look, I don't want any of your excuses. You just learn to keep your hands off married men, especially when they're mine.
You two still at it. Right, now, which one of you is going to tell me what's going on? What's the matter, Ferguson? Struck dumb all of a sudden.
I can handle this myself.
I'll bet you can. What do you got to say for yourself?
Nothing.
She learnt the rules quick.
Passing stolen money, wasn't it?
Maybe it should have been in before,
What you in here for?
if she's a pro.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get it?
A fella?
What's his name?
Dunno, just a fella.
Oh, I see. A fella whose name you can't remember just happened to give you a few $1,000s.
That's right.
And that money just happens to come from the same haul that Martin got his sticky fingers into.
Martin? I know what you're talking about. Look, I told the cops I didn't know it was stolen money. I don't know nothing about it.
Perhaps not. But it's a hell of a coincidence, isn't it, Ferguson? Wonder what else you told the police.
Nothing. I mean, I told him everything. Everything I know, that is, which is nothing.
All right, go on, get back to the recreation room. And keep your nose clean.
Is he trying to turn them against each other so he can get more information?
Now, about this coincidence, Ferguson. Let's have a little chat, shall we?
So you just watch her. She can be a real bitch, that Vera.
I think I met her when I was booked in.
Yeah, but the others are not so bad. And you can get what you want in here as long as you know the ropes and the right people. And I'm the one. I look after you. I always look after me mates.
Thank you, Lizzie.
You in a cell on your own?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they usually do that the first night. But I'll tell you what, though. Tomorrow, we'll try and get you moved in with Doreen and me. We got a spare bed.
That's good.
I'd like that. Who's Doreen?
Oh, she's not here. She's having a bit of a kip. She's not feeling so good. You see, we've got this shrink called Clements. He's doing a scientific something or other, and he's been a bit rough on poor old Dor. She had a few problems, but she doesn't usually stay down so long. She used to bounce back. I'm real worried about her, you know what I mean? There's something wrong there. I'm only trying to protect myself, Bea.
Yeah, well, throwing your weight around's not the way to do it.
Monty told me my money was safe.
Far as I know, it
See, I
is.
think
Safe
Doreen's
with half
bi,
of Melbourne running around flashing it.
No, don't exaggerate. Besides, half of Melbourne is only flashing poor Monty's share.
How'd you know that?
How do I know what?
How'd you know it was all Molly's share?
Oh. What did you get? What did she give you?
Yeah, a key.
To what?
To the safety deposit
Could have
box.
been empty.
Right.
But what if there's nothing in it? What if she's been conning me?
Oh, geez, look, if Monty wanted to con you out of your share, why would she go to all that trouble? I mean, she could be in Timbuktu by now. You knew with another 6 months to serve. What do you say about Monty? She is not exactly bright.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Nothing!
Is she going to lag for a lighter sentence? Or even to get off immunity?
Now, remember what I said. Don't you say anything. Leave all the talking to me.
What are you two skulking around for?
Waiting to see you, Miss Bennett.
What about?
Why her? Why not go to Meg?
I was just saying to Edith here,
Or
if you
Fletch.
want anything done in this place, just ask Miss Bennett.
Cut the soft soap, Lizzie. What do you want to see me about?
Well, we was wondering, seeing that Edith's in a room on her own, and now that Lenny's gone, we've got a spare bed, if she could move in with Dor and me.
What do you think this place is, Birdsworth? A boarding house? Wharton will stay in the cell that she's been allocated to. Now get back to work.
Yeah, no, hold on, you two. Miss Bennett. I don't see any harm in those two sharing a cell.
It's ridiculous. She's in for assault.
I've seen a record. There were mitigating circumstances.
Speak up, Fletch.
Now, she's been through quite a lot lately. A bit of company could be just what she needs.
Well, it's certainly not up to me. Changes in cell allocation are Mrs. Davidson's responsibility.
Yes, you're right, and I'm sure she'd approve. All right, Liz, you can help Mrs. Wharton move things.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
Thank you.
Come along, then, with that show.
See, it's
Don't
better
worry,
for
Miss
her.
Bennett. I'll clear it with the governor on my way out.
We could do with a few more hands in here today. Where's Lizzie? Doreen? Doreen? Where's Lizzie?
I don't know.
And where have you been?
I've been helping Eve move her things. She's coming in with Dor and me. Is it all right with you, love?
What?
If Eve moves
Makes
in
no
with
difference
us?
now.
Yeah, well, now you're here. Are you going to give us a hand or not?
Oh, yeah, Bea, of course we have.
And where's Mon?
Probably murdering that Crabtree.
That is not funny.
It wasn't meant to be. As far as I'm concerned, I hope they kill each other.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah.
Well, no hope, Joyce.
Why?
Because I say so. If Molly as much as touches Denise, she'll end up in the pound. With her
No.
previous record, her chances of getting a parole are nil.
So what? Serve her right throwing my money around like that.
Now, listen, I'm sick of hearing about your money. It's caused enough trouble in here. And I don't want to hear another word about it. Out of you or anyone.
Make of a deal, no talk
You
about
working for
Debbie.
you, Smith? Miss Bennett? Yeah?
Doesn't Monica Ferguson work here?
She's on garden detail.
Why? What about after work?
What about it?
Can I be locked up in my cell after work?
What for? What are you talking about, Crabtree?
I just don't think she likes me very much.
Who, Ferguson? Oh, you never cease to amaze me, you lot. If you're really scared of Ferguson, I suggest you hide under your bed when she's around. She can turn nasty.
You know, I don't usually agree with Vera, but this time she's right. I'd take her advice if I were you.
So much for leaving her alone. Leaving her alone. Oh, he's allowed to see his kids then.
Hey, you got the ball. You left the ball behind.
Nicholas! Matthew, Jim, half time.
Yeah, go on, kids. Off you go. Quick. Half time it is. Your mum's the ref.
So these going to get back off together. So she keeps coming back into it. Still don't know. I don't know what they're split up for. You haven't told us.
Thanks. Sit down for a minute. Young Matty seems to be getting taller by the minute.
Yeah, he's filling out too. Must be the swimming lessons.
Oh, that's great. Best exercise there is. He's not still afraid of the water, then?
Oh, not a bit. Swims like a fish.
Yeah.
Or tadpole, anyway. Kids are funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Remember how Nicky took to the water? Couldn't get him out until he was all blue and shriveled up. Seems to have lost interest now.
Really?
Well, that's not exactly true. He still likes it. He's got this thing about gymnastics now.
Gymnastics?
He's quite good at it, too. Came home the other day chattering about winning 2 gold stars on the parallel bars or something.
You're doing a good job, Lee.
Oh, they're good kids.
Yeah. How's the job?
Oh, you know, good.
Novelty hasn't worn off, then?
That's not fair, Jim. You know I didn't get the job just for the hell of it.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that you were so keen on it when you started. I was wondering whether, you know, well, if you're getting bored.
Oh, not bored.
Did the breakup
Novelty has worn off, I should put it.
She don't want to be a housewife
The money's
anymore.
even more important now.
It needn't be.
Oh, don't.
Don't what?
Don't start that again. And don't look so hurt. You know, if we got back together again, we couldn't live on just your salary.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.
Oh, it is. It always has been.
You're exaggerating.
I'm not. Oh, we've been through this conversation how many times? Look, I know I'm being selfish, but I want the best for the kids. And for me, too.
No, you're just afraid of becoming the bored housewife.
Oh, that's not true, Jim. Not entirely. Look, I know you. If we got back together again, you'd want me to give up my job in 2 weeks.
Well, we could manage.
Oh, we couldn't. We're better off now with 2 incomes. You just won't admit it. You think I'm doing this for some women's lib thing. You think that my independence is a threat to your manhood. Oh, I don't know. But it's not like that. If we could live on your salary and live the way I want us to live, I'd give up right now.
So it all boils down to the money, then? I miss them, Lee.
I know.
Well, stop being a bloody chauvinist. That'll work.
That's better.
Easy enough sorted.
Work out here. I'm damned if I know what Lynn Warner saw in it. Break their backs if we could.
Well, what are you doing out here anyway?
Oh, Fletcher's idea.
Get rid of some of that aggro out of your system, eh? Good idea.
Maybe. You know, I reckon he's onto me. About the money, I mean.
Oh, gee.
No, listen. Look, he went on and on and on about it last night.
Don't tell me you broke down and confessed.
Oh, look, B, I'm not joking. He told me that Crabtree dobbed Fred into the cops.
You know she did. Otherwise, why would the cops be asking questions?
Yeah, but how does he know?
Oh, don't be thick, Monty. It wouldn't be difficult for him to find out.
Well, that bloody woman's fault. If I get my hands on that conniving hussy, I'll wring her bloody neck.
Oh, now, look, knocking her around's not going to solve anything.
Yeah, well, maybe not, but it'll make me feel good.
Yeah, and land you in the pound for God knows how.
Oh, look, whose side are you on?
Oh, yours, you thick twit, honey. You're too dumb to realise it. Look, it doesn't matter what Fletch thinks he knows. He can't prove anything. And nor can the cops, unless they find out where the money is. And who's going to tell them that?
Yeah, well, I just don't like tarts getting off with my hubby getting away with it.
Oh, God.
You should just better stay out of my way, that's all I can say.
I'd really like to stay a little bit longer, but I've got to be back at work in half an hour.
You're still pretty damp.
Oh, yeah. Bloody kids, they can't take
That's
a
what he
bath by
said.
themselves. It's been a good day.
Yeah.
Well, can I see you all next week?
All right.
Thanks, Lee.
Can he really change his ways, though? I mean, will he be able to let her work? I mean, if she's doing it so far, it's okay, it'll be fine. You know, with the kids.
Hey, do you want a game of cards, Monty?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Let's go to the loo first.
Okay.
Sorry, did I scare you? Nah. Thought I'd come and see if you want to have a game of cards or something.
No, thanks.
Look, if you're worried about Moni, she won't be there.
Why not?
Screws have locked her up in her cell.
Why?
Because last night's blue, I suppose. She's got a rotten reputation, Moni, always causing trouble.
Why didn't that Miss Bennett say something to me this morning?
I don't know. Perhaps she didn't know. It's probably Fletcher's idea. You know, he hates Moni's guts.
It's not going to work,
You should have
Joyce.
seen Moni when she found out. Kicked up a hell of a stink. But they wouldn't listen. They marched her out there and then.
I just saw her before in the corridor.
Well, it was just after that had happened, actually. That's why I thought you knew.
Nah.
Well, if you don't feel like it.
Hang on.
Hey, Doreen, you want a game of cards?
That's great.
No,
I
she'll
wish
get
I
him,
could
Melissa.
have seen the bitch's face.
So she's going to get jealous
Hey, Dor, do you know
again.
what she did? She got stuck into a landlady with an umbrella. Wham, wham.
I don't think I hurt her.
Oh, you should have killed her, treating you like that. Oh, I wish I could have seen it, though. I like a good scrap.
Lizzie, you all right?
Yes, love, I'm all right. I got a weak ticker.
Is it bad?
Oh, yes, pretty bad. But Doc Miller makes me take it easy.
You know, a weak
You
ticker,
met him
yeah.
there?
Obviously it
Yes. Yeah, of course, on the first night. But you see, I've been in here so long, I forget what's going on sometimes. Oh, yes, he is a nice young fella. Bit soft, though, but nice young fella. He's always fussing about me, working too hard. But I'm a tough old bird and take more than a week ticket to finish me off, wouldn't it, Dor? But it comes in useful sometimes, eh, Dor? Oh, now, love, don't look like that. I didn't mean nothing. It's just that it comes in very handy sometimes because you can put on a bigger an act and they're frightened that you might snuff it, you know. Have you got anything wrong with you?
Age?
What are you doing in here?
She wants to play cards.
I suppose this is your idea of a joke, Joyce.
I don't know what you mean.
I bet. I'd get out of here if I was you before Moni arrives.
Monica? You told me she was locked in a cell.
Yeah, go on, skedaddle. I'll deal with her.
Nope, too late.
Not so fast. I've got a bone to pick with you.
Now, steady on, Monty. Keep out of this,
Come on, you're
Bee.
cheating
It's
on
not
a
going to do you
husband.
any good. Look, just rack off, Bee. They're my beef with her, not with you.
Yeah, all right, go on, hand up in the pound, you silly.
Give it to her, Monty.
Oh, Lizzie, are you all right?
Oh, cut it out, Lizzie. It's not funny anymore.
See, Boyle cried wolf.
Stop me. Oh, is it your heart, Lizzie?
Why does she not carry them around with her?
Oh,
Now, come on, what are you all gawping at? It's just Lizzie going to another one of her turns again. She'll be racing back in here a minute, laughing her head off at how she's fooled you all. Now, come on, Monty, play cards.
Hey, you. Keep an eye out for the screws.
I want to see how Lizzie is. We're nearly there, Lizzie. We're nearly there.
What's all this? Charades?
Oh, Miss Bennett, it's Lizzie's heart. She's had another attack. We've got to get her to the doctor quickly.
I'll pull the other one, Anderson. What little scheme are you two trying to cover up this time?
Oh, but it's true, Miss Bennett, honest.
I should have known. I'll deal with you two later. Come on.
No.
Excuse
You
me.
bloody morons!
Is this how Lizzie's going to end up dying going out of it?
What's going on? Come on, get back,
Bloody hell. Yep, blood like Fletch from Wentworth. Ow!
Behave yourself now. Come on. You're going to have to come and make a time just for starters.
Right, at least she got what she wanted. Now is B going to get her?
I'm going to look after you.
Is she going to be all right?
I don't know.
Have you given her the pills?
Yeah, but they don't seem to be working. Something must be really wrong.
Have you called a doctor?
No, I can't leave her. She might die.
Have they not got panic buttons?
And I won't be here. Oh, don't worry, Lizzie. Don't worry. Door's here.
Now I'm going to make you think she's all dead in the preview. Sorry about that in advance.
I'm gonna ruin her pretty looks for her. You wait and see now that's gonna stop me.
Help me. Lizzie's dying.
What'd you say?
I think Lizzie's dying.
You don't have to worry about Lizzie. She's well known for her fake attacks.
It's true, I swear it. I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Fletcher.
Yeah, well, she had a turn just now. I thought she was faking. She must have been for real.
We want your opinion, Ferguson. We'll ask for it. Believe me, she's faking.
Look, Mr. Fletcher, I'll be okay now, I promise. Please, just say to Lizzie.
All right, I'll take Ferguson to the pound. Go and get Dr. Miller.
He's gone home ages ago.
Then ring him.
If this is another stunt of Lizzie's.
Is he on call 24 hours a day?
Come on.
Meg's going to love this.
Is that better, Lizzie? Gotta keep you warm. Oh, wake up, Lizzie. Please. Don't you die on me, too. I couldn't bear that. Not to lose you as well. I don't want to be left alone. Oh, please. Please don't die. Oh, don't die, Lizzie. Please.
Once again, apologies in advance. Unless she is dead.
Finished? Yes, good.
I'm going to have to leave it as a surprise.
Which one?
Lizzie, of course.
Well, was touch and go there for a while, but she got to her pills just in time.
Oh.
No thanks to a certain member of staff, so
So
I
we
understand.
apologise.
Seen some callous behaviour in my time, but Vera takes some beating.
No, I don't think you can blame Miss Bennett. Lizzie's well known for her tricks.
You
I
wouldn't
believe
know.
she's even managed to con you a couple of times. Yeah. No, she's only got herself to blame. She keeps crying wolf. She can't complain if no one takes any notice of her.
No, I guess you're right. I tend to ignore her myself these days. Trouble is, we're all too used to her tricks. She'd be better off in hospital.
Well, do you want me to ring an ambulance? Or have you already done that?
Well, better to let her rest tonight, I think. If we could arrange that in the
No.
morning, and maybe you could get somebody to keep an eye on her for me.
Is Lizzie going to escape?
Well, thanks for coming in.
That's part of the job. Oh, Denise Crabtree will be okay.
There's a lot of blood.
Yes, more of that than actual damage. A few superficial cuts and a bloody nose. She'll look a bit bruised and battered for a couple of days, but she'll be okay.
Good.
Wish I could say the same about Lizzie.
Why? You said she was all right.
Yes, this time, but at her age and in her condition, next attack could very well kill her.
Can't they give her stronger medication? Can't they give her adrenaline shots? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I'm not a doctor.
Edith, you awake?
Yes. Can't you sleep?
No. I keep thinking about Lizzie. Do you think she's gonna die? Do you?
I don't know, Doreen. When you're our age, mine and Lizzie's, it don't take much. When you're our age.
I don't want her to die.
People do. You don't want them to die. They do.
Vera, could you arrange to have Lizzie transferred to hospital first thing in the morning?
Are you serious?
Well, of course I'm serious. Why shouldn't I be?
Lizzie Birdsworth has already made one attempt to escape, and you know what happened when B. Smith went to hospital?
Lizzie is in no fit state to try to escape. In fact, she wouldn't be as sick as she is if the help she needed had been forthcoming.
Well, don't try blaming that on me.
Well, I'm not. That doesn't alter the fact that Lizzie is very ill.
See,
We're short-staffed. She'll be better off in hospital.
I've said before...
You agree with me, don't you, Jim?
He hasn't the authority
She
to
has to be
transfer
taken
her.
seriously.
Only Mrs. Davidson has that.
Miss Bennett, you of all people should know that during the governor's absence, I do have that authority. However, since the doctor's request isn't urgent, we'll put it to Mrs. Davidson in the morning, and then we'll see what happens, all right? Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Good night, Vera.
It's all right, I think.
Good heavens, what is this, a deputation?
I'm afraid Lizzie had another attack last night.
Oh dear, how is she?
She's resting quite calmly.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes, but I would like to have her sent to hospital.
Mrs. Davidson, I've already pointed out to Dr. Miller how dangerous that could be. We've had one escape from a hospital, and Lizzie's tried it once before.
Oh, that's true. Dr. Miller, does Lizzie's condition really warrant hospitalization?
Well, that's hard to say. At the moment,
I'd
she's
say
fine.
so.
She does have another attack.
At the moment, she's not on the critical list. Is that what you're saying?
At the moment, no, but...
Then I think she should stay here. I'm sure she will get adequate care.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Davidson.
From one doctor and a
I'll go and
nurse
check on her and make sure she's allowed complete peace and quiet.
who doesn't have all the equipment
Don't see
they
why we
need.
even bother to have a doctor if we don't take his advice.
He said her condition wasn't serious. He'd be much better looking after his other patient instead of telling Mrs. Davidson how to do her job.
What other patient?
Didn't Mr. Fletcher tell you? There was a brawl in the recreation room last night.
Damn. Well, you'd better tell me all about it.
So she's trying to undermine them
Doreen,
both now.
what's the matter with you? Bit early for sick call, aren't you?
I just want to see how Lizzie is.
Yeah, I'm glad someone's concerned with their welfare. You sure you're all right? Don't look too well to me.
I'm okay.
I think I'd better take a look at you.
I'm fine. Honest. I just want to see how she is.
Doreen, Liz is an old lady and a very sick one at the moment. I think it'd be better if we just left
but
her...
can I see her? She's the only friend I've got left. Please.
Yes, well, I don't see why not.
Oh, thanks, Doc.
On one condition.
Yeah?
That you let me examine you first. It'll only take a moment.
Okay.
Good. We'll go behind the screen and get yourself ready.
What the hell do you think's wrong with her?
Check on Ferguson.
Morning. Morning.
High blood pressure, maybe?
Oh, yeah, but not the sort you mean.
Oh?
Ferguson and that Crabtree woman had a fight in the recreation room. Ferguson beat the hell out of the other one, and we had to put her in the pound.
I thought Jim Fletcher was on night shift.
Oh, fat lot of good he was.
Oh, why?
I don't know, really. He took one look at the Crabtree woman's bashed-up face and... well, he just froze. It wasn't until I yelled at him for help that he did anything.
What do you mean?
Well, he just stood there.
Morning, ladies.
I suppose he knows all about PTSD.
Morning, Dr. Clements.
Meg, what the hell has he done to you?
You bitch.
What's the matter with you?
Don't come a bloody innocent with me. You set me up last night.
I don't know what you're talking about. You lost.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm warning you, get lost or I'll thump you.
Oh, no, you won't.
She's not talking to me like that.
Cool it.
Stop protecting her.
I'm the
Bloody
boss
hell.
here, and I say there's been enough brawling and I'm fed up with it. If you so much as lay a finger on her, I'll give you a set of bruises to go with the one she's got.
It's not fair, B. The bitch shouldn't get away with it.
Oh, and who said she's going to? I know all about Joycey, don't I, Joycey? Just simmer down, kid. I'll deal with her in my own way.
You all make me sick.
Now, what's got into you?
Thank you, Doreen.
Bitching and rowing while poor old Lizzie could be dead for all you know. And what the hell do any of you care? A big fat nothing. All you're worried about is your piddling little arguments.
Well, now, calm down, Doreen. It's not our fault that Lizzie's really had a heart attack this time.
Yes, it is. You're all to blame, especially that stinking great mate of yours, Monica Ferguson.
Now, what started all that?
You? Not you. Her. Why is solitary not guarded?
Everything's going to be all right. I think we better go and see the doctor, don't you?
She's having a breakdown.
There. Hey, you're going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. You ought to watch her, Mrs. Jackson. I reckon she's round the bend.
Mind if I have a cup? No, help yourself. Keeping you busy? Yeah. I heard you were on duty last night. So? Nothing. You just seem to be putting in a lot of hours.
I suppose the money's useful.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to spend it.
Pity about old Lizzie.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone can stand it in here. They haven't got much choice, have they? I didn't mean the prisoners, I meant the staff. Why do you do it? Somebody's got to do it.
I'd say someone's got to look
Why
after
you?
them.
I mean, well, what do your family think about you working in here?
Look, do you mind? I mean, I'm busy. Some other time, huh?
Sorry, just passing the time of day.
More trouble, I'm afraid.
Oh, God, what is it now?
It's Doreen Anderson. She's gone crazy. Tried to attack Monica Ferguson.
I thought Ferguson was in solitary.
Oh, she is. She tried to grab her through the bars.
Well, where's Doreen now?
Is he
Well, I managed
literally trying to
calm her
send them
down,
mad?
taken her back to her cell.
Right, we'll get Dr. Miller to have a look at her. I'll tell Mrs. Davidson.
Right.
Mrs. Jackson, did you leave this here?
No, what is it?
Probably nothing.
Is he trying to... Oh.
Doreen?
Who the hell put that
Are
there?
you all right? It's me, Edith.
Excuse me.
You know, that's all she needs.
Doreen? Doreen? It's very interesting.
No, it's not.
A perfect example of retrogressive withdrawal.
Hey?
Doreen, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Peter, if you don't mind.
Doreen?
It's Dr. Miller. Can you hear me, Doreen?
I don't think you should be here, Doctor.
I would have thought I was better qualified than anybody. Besides, she's one of my subjects.
She's not a guinea pig.
Okay,
You
subject.
don't have to whisper. She can't hear you.
Is she going to be all right?
Shh, Edith. What do you think, Greg?
There's nothing I can do. She needs a psychiatrist. She should be in hospital.
Why not leave her here? We could keep her under observation.
No.
I thought I told you to leave. Now, either you leave or I'll report you to the governor.
Greg, perhaps we can discuss this case later.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
I'd talk to Mrs. Davidson. Just hope she doesn't try to keep Doreen here like she did Lizzie. Now, keep an eye on her, would you?
Right.
So is that it? Doreen's being shipped off to a psych unit?
Never rains, but it pours. Who's with Doreen now?
Dr. Miller.
Well, there's nothing much I can do until I get his report.
Right. There is another matter.
Well, you'd better tell me now while I can still take it.
I found it in the staff room.
Do you think it's genuine?
Yes, I do.
Well, what do you think's in the deposit box?
Obviously, the proceeds of the
So what do you
robbery
think?
that Martin's husband was involved in.
Well, that's a pretty big assumption. I mean, it could be someone trying to cause trouble. There's been a lot of unrest amongst the women lately.
Well, that's precisely why I think it's genuine.
Oh,
what else would they
did,
be fighting about?
Believe me, it doesn't take much. Very well. We'll
She
organise a
leave that
search of
there?
Martin's cell. But Martin had better be there just in case we find something.
What's her name?
Right.
We don't want her claiming that we planted the key
Crabtree?
on her.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. No, Doctor.
Oh, Dr. Miller, how's Doreen?
Pretty bad, I'm afraid. She seems to have withdrawn completely. She needs to be transferred to a psychiatric hospital.
Well, I'll make the arrangements.
And then you don't object?
Well, why should I?
Dr. Clemens seemed to think that she should be kept here for observation.
Dr. Clements is here to do research, not to tell me how to run the prison. Would you help Dr. Miller take Doreen out, Mr. Fletcher? I'm afraid the search will have to wait.
Right. Come on, Doctor.
I'm going to guess the psychiatrist is not going to have his job in here for long.
No,
Let's go walk.
Doreen, what you been up to?
I'm going away for a while, Bea. If you see Lizzie, will you tell her I'll be back real soon?
Of course I will.
Bye, Bea.
Bye, kiddo. Take care.
What's this
Now the
it?
rest of you get back to work.
Blooming gone.
You heard Smith. Get a move on.
Watch it, Vera. I'm in just the mood for you today.
You're the one who's going to have to watch it. Any more cheek and you'll end up in solitary too.
I would just love to see you try and put me in there, Vera.
God, it's all bloody go. We've had a bashing, we've had a heart attack, we've had a breakdown.
I had no idea she was so close to cracking up.
You never do with things like that, Bea.
Oh, she's been a bloody pain in the neck lately, but I didn't think she was sick.
Do you think the doctor would let me see Lizzie?
Oh, I don't see why not. What you going to ask him? Hey, where do you think you're going?
To see Lizzie.
And leaving me to do all this on my own?
Yep,
Come on,
sound.
get back here.
Thank you.
Off you go, Edie.
You just love throwing your weight around, don't you?
You want to make anything of it?
No, I don't think so. Shoving little old ladies around and getting people stuck in solitary, that's more your go, isn't it?
Look, why don't you stop picking on me? If you're going to thump me, then get it over with.
No, I'm not going to thump you, love. I've got something much better in mind for you.
What do you mean?
I don't think she did it.
Oh, you'll see.
No, she can't have done it. Surely. Like slagging.
Hello, Edith. Where are you off to?
I'm going to see Lizzie. Poor old love, she's probably lonely.
You really care about people, don't you, Edith?
I've looked after people all my life. Mind you, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't have someone to fuss over.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Doreen,
She not got kids or
she's gone.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Poor kid, I'll miss her. Do you realise I've only been in here a couple of days and I'm back in a cell by myself again?
I know. It can't be helped. But I doubt if it'll be for long. Tell me, Edith, how is it that someone like you ends up in a place like this?
I might ask you the same thing, eh? Tell you the truth, Mr. Fletcher, I'm not so sure myself. A friend of mine died suddenly. I guess I felt lost and lonely. Didn't seem to be able to get by. It's as simple as that.
Still seems a bit hard putting a woman
Bless
like
her.
you in this place.
Things would have been different if you'd been the magistrate, eh?
You think I'd let you off, do you, huh?
You're a gentleman, Mr. Fletcher. You wouldn't have let them put me in here. Mind you, if I wasn't here, don't know where I'd be.
Honestly, I think I'd rather be there
I'm sure
than
it'd be
that
someplace better than this, Edie.
bitchy landlady's place.
Ready for the search, Mr. Fletcher?
Oh, yeah. See you later, Edith.
I'll be here.
Martin, come with me, please. I'm about to have your cell searched.
Why me?
You heard Mrs. Davidson outside.
No, come on, it can't have been B.
What do you think that's all about, Bea?
How should I know?
Somebody tell me what this is all about.
I'm sure you know.
I don't.
Oh, you don't expect me to believe that, do you, Martin?
It's up to you, isn't it?
Watch your mouth, Martin. Why don't you do yourself a favour? Tell us the truth.
All right, carry on, Mr. Fletcher. You really surprise me, Martin. Didn't you realize the last person you should trust was Monica Ferguson?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. But if you imagine
So you're
you
gonna
can get
think
away
she
with
lagged?
it, you're a bigger fool than I thought. You're in enough trouble as it is. If you give us the key.
Okay.
The key to the safety deposit box.
I got nothing to say.
All right, have it your own way, but you'll end up the loser.
Nothing.
Right. This isn't the last you'll hear of
Who
this.
ended up the loser?
I believe you do know something. And I promise you, if there is a key, we'll find it.
Could have it searched. They didn't search her. Look, she could have it in her pockets. Fletch, you are absolutely shite. Someone nicked it. Or did you just pull that off?
You two-timing bitch.
Watch it.
You got me in your cow.
Oh, what are you rabbiting on about?
You told Jim Fletcher about my key.
Now you call me a lagger as well as a bitch. Say it again and I'll bust your mouth.
Threatening me won't change things. You told him about it and then you pinched it.
Don't be stupid.
Then who did? Jim Fletcher just searched my cell and he didn't find anything. After he'd gone, I looked where I'd hidden it. It wasn't there. Now,
No.
apart from Moni, you're the only one who even knew I had a key. She's in solitary, so it must have been you.
And what about Jim Fletcher? Maybe he did find it. And maybe he intends keeping it for himself.
I still think it was Crabtree who did it. Yeah, like I say, that episode was all go. We almost lost one, which I will apologise again. I'm going to make it out as though you did. Those who've seen it before will not be tricked. Those whose first episode it is, I apologise. But I don't apologise because I'm going to do it. And then we had one took to a psych ward. Is that the last of Doreen? Don't spoil anything, please. Don't spoil anything at all. But she gone. That just abruptly. No warning. So is the psychiatrist just trying to break everyone down? Trying to see how hard they are to crack? Is that the thing? You know, they act all tough on the outside. How are they on the inside? No idea. Poor Edie. I think she's going to want to stay in here now. Like I say, anything's better than that bitchy landlady, but I know I said I'd rather be in prison. I wouldn't. I'd rather be with that bitchy landlady. Give her what for. I don't mean that. I mean like that. The bitchy landlady needs bringing down a peg or two though. Sign out. I mean, does anyone like that landlady really? I've said this in the last episode, I'm going to say it again. Out of all the people that could bring back the bitchy landlady. But if Doreen's gone, we need another prisoner. Oh, mind you, we just got two and a bit. Moni, Joyce and Crabtree. It seems like Jim's going to get back off with, I don't know his wife's name, her. But they're going to be able to stay together. I mean, I hope she doesn't give up her job. 2 wages are better than 1. And if she manages to, you know, look after the kids and work right now, it's not going to make any difference really. And they both should help with the housework once they have, like, on the days off or something like that. But I did enjoy that episode. That's probably one of the best episodes we've had in a while. I thought with Lizzie crying wolf all the time, there would be a time it would happen and they wouldn't believe her. That time came. According to the previews, she's dead. That's the second time I made you think she's dead, when she had the heart attack outside the prison as well after she escaped. Sorry, not sorry, but, you know, I do what I do to keep bringing people in. So yes, I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you haven't subscribed so far, could I please ask you to do so on the follow on Dailymotion? I would really appreciate it, it would really help me out. And to those who have followed me on Dailymotion or subscribed on YouTube, thank you ever so much. It really does help me out, it honestly does. My channel, me, my mental health, it does. And to my Patreon members, we get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now, because I forget what the hell they are. I've managed to remember 3, 4, and then I forget the rest. So, yes, exclusive shows on the screen now, as well as an extra day. It's 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year. And I'm thinking of doing a long-running show on Saturdays or Sundays, not sure yet. Workload permitting, because I'm trying to stay in front. I mean, episode 30 has not gone live yet when I've recorded this. So I'd like to at least get double in front just in case something goes wrong and I can't record for a while. But we also get early access and ad-free and uncensored shows on my Patreon as well. So no bleeps, no blurs, no censors whatsoever, unless it's a XXX scene, and then I have to. I've got no choice in that. There is some censors from the early days. I've lost the files to those, but they're the only ones that have blurs on. That's like Afterlife, the first episode, stuff like that. Not many though, not many at all, because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, I shall sign out now, move on to the next one, and hope to see you there. Goodbye.